Right now, as you watch this, money is quietly leaving your bank account. Not because of bad luck, not because of a crisis, but because of 5 invisible habits. The average American loses up to $47,000 every single year without ever noticing. That's not pocket change. That's a down payment on a house. Gone. And the worst part is that most people have no idea it's even happening to them. These are the 5 money mistakes, silently draining your wealth, starting right now. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop every single one. Mistake number 1 is something almost everyone is guilty of: subscription creep. It starts with one streaming service, maybe $10 a month, totally reasonable. Then you add a music app, a cloud storage plan, a fitness membership you barely use. Before you know it, you're paying for 12 different subscriptions every single month. Studies show the average American spends over $200 a month on subscriptions alone. That's $2,400 a year vanishing in small amounts you never notice. The trick is that each charge is small enough that your brain doesn't register it as a loss. It's $5 here, $15 there. Nothing feels significant on its own. But stack them together, and suddenly you're bleeding money every single month. When was the last time you actually sat down and reviewed your recurring charges? Most people haven't done it in over a year, and that's exactly what these companies count on. They make cancellation difficult on purpose, with confusing menus and guilt-trip screens. One simple afternoon of auditing your subscriptions could save you over $1,000 a year. Cancel what you don't use, downgrade what you barely touch, and watch the savings pile up. That's money you earned. Don't let it disappear into services you forgot you even signed up for. Mistake number 2 is one that feels harmless every single time you do it: convenience eating. That morning coffee from the drive-thru seems like a small treat to start your day, but at $5 a cup, 5 days a week, that's over $1,300 a year on coffee alone. Now add the lunches you grab because you didn't pack anything the night before. A casual $15 lunch every workday adds up to nearly $4,000 a year. And then there are the dinners. Take out 2 or 3 times a week because you're tired. The average American household spends over $3,600 a year on takeout and delivery. Add it all together and you're looking at close to $9,000 a year spent on convenience food. That's not a food budget. That's a car payment hiding inside your daily habits. The psychology behind it is simple. Your brain craves the path of least resistance. Cooking requires planning, effort, and time, but ordering takes 30 seconds on your phone. Companies know this, which is why food delivery apps have exploded in the last 5 years. They add service fees, delivery fees, and tips that quietly inflate every single order. A $12 meal becomes $22 by the time it reaches your front door. The fix isn't about giving up everything you enjoy. It's about being intentional. Meal prepping just twice a week can cut your food spending by 40% or more. Start small. Bring coffee from home 3 days a week and watch what happens to your balance. Mistake number 3 is the one that hurts the most because it compounds against you: interest payments. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt at any given time. With interest rates hovering around 24%, that debt grows fast while you sleep. Minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt for as long as mathematically possible. If you only pay the minimum on $6,000, it takes over 14 years to pay off, and you'll end up paying more than $8,000 in interest alone on top of the original debt. That means you paid more than double for everything you bought with that credit card. Banks love minimum payments. It's their most profitable product and your biggest financial trap. Car loans are another silent drain, with the average monthly car payment now over $700. Over a 5-year loan, you could pay thousands in interest on a vehicle that's losing value every day. The car you drive off the lot loses 20% of its value in the first year alone, so you're paying interest on something that's worth less every single month you own it. Student loans add another layer, with the average borrower carrying nearly $30,000 in debt. Interest on student loans can add tens of thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. The solution starts with attacking your highest interest debt first: the avalanche method. Every extra dollar you throw at high-interest debt saves you multiples in the long run. Refinancing, consolidating, and negotiating rates can slash years off your repayment timeline. Debt isn't just a number, it's a machine that eats your future income before you ever earn it. Mistake number 4 is the one your brain actively fights you on: impulse buying. Every time you scroll social media, algorithms are showing you products designed to trigger desire. That ad didn't appear randomly. An algorithm studied your behavior and chose it for you. The average American spends over $5,000 a year on impulse purchases alone. These are things you didn't need, didn't plan for, and often regret within a week. Online shopping has made it worse, because buying now requires zero friction, just one click. The dopamine hit from clicking buy now fades fast, but the charge on your card stays forever. Retailers use countdown timers, limited stock warnings, and flash sales to create fake urgency. They want you to feel like you'll miss out if you don't buy right this second. That fear of missing out overrides the logical part of your brain that knows you don't need it. One powerful trick is the 72-hour rule. Wait 3 days before any unplanned purchase. If you still want it after 72 hours, it might actually be worth buying. But studies show that most people completely forget about the item within that waiting period. Another strategy is removing saved payment methods from your favorite shopping apps. Adding friction to the buying process gives your rational brain time to catch up. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Every sale notification is a trap designed to make you spend. The money you save from impulse control alone could fund an entire vacation every single year. Mistake number 5 is the most expensive one on this list, and most people don't even realize it. It's not about spending too much. It's about letting your money sit and do absolutely nothing. The average American keeps over 65% of their savings in a regular checking account. Those accounts earn almost zero interest, while inflation quietly eats away at your purchasing power. Every year your money sits in a basic account, it loses roughly 3 to 4% of its value. $10,000 sitting in checking today will have the buying power of about $7,000 in 10 years. That's $3,000 lost without spending a single cent, just from doing nothing. Meanwhile, the stock market has historically returned an average of 10% per year over decades. If you invested just $200 a month starting at age 25, you'd have over $600,000 by 65. That same $200 sitting in a savings account would only be around $96,000. The difference, over $500,000, is the true cost of not investing. Compound interest is the most powerful force in personal finance, and it works for free, but it only works if you actually put your money somewhere it can grow over time. You don't need to be a stock market expert to start investing. Index funds exist for a reason. They spread your money across hundreds of companies, reducing risk while capturing market growth. Even starting with just $50 a month is infinitely better than leaving cash sitting idle. The best time to start investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now today. So let's add it all up. Subscriptions, convenience, food, interest, impulse buys, and missed investing. Combined, these 5 mistakes can quietly drain over $47,000 from your life every year. That's not a guess. That's basic math applied to the average American's spending patterns. The scariest part is that none of these feel like big mistakes in the moment. Each one feels small, harmless, and completely normal, and that's exactly why they're so dangerous. But now you know. And knowing is the first step to taking back control of your money. Start with just one of these 5 mistakes and fix it this week, not next month, this week. Small changes compound just like interest does, except this time they compound in your favor. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to hear it before it's too late.